This week on Paranormal Pittsburgh, we go to Avalon, PA to investigate the Carney residence.
Alright, we're at Sue Carney's house. She is a member of the Pittsburgh Paranormal Society, and we got her daughter Joy, who's going to be a guest star on the show tonight. This house is really, really haunted, and they have a bunch of good ghosts in there, in this house, so it's going to be okay. And right now, we're just getting, relaxing, getting the cameras out, getting ready to go something tonight. And we got our equipment, and we got our mount. Okay. Chloe, would you like to explain the mount?
I will explain the mount. The mount, it runs on electromagnetic frequencies, correct? And it also tells temperature. You turn it on by holding down the power button. By holding down, there we go, turning it on. It's got red. Up here is the magnetic frequency, and this is the temperature, and it takes a little while for it to read, but that's basically how that works.
Matt, would you like to explain something simple?
I would love to. This is the K2 meter, and as you can see, when we turn it on, all colors light up, but obviously right now it's just green. But whenever you see the spike, like you say, you go dark green, yellow, orange, red, that means that there is some type of energy in this room, a spiritual presence. So that way you can see it even better there. Right now it's on green, so we're kind of in the green right now, but for sure as we explore the house, we'll get some yellows and reds, no doubt.
Okay, cool. And Josh, can you explain the heat pump? You don't know, do you? Let's make life really simple for you, Josh.
This is a data voice recorder.
That's a digital camera.
A digital camera.
It's one of those.
It's one of those.
That's a nut taker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a digital voice recorder camera. And you take pictures.
Kind of like that flash.
All right, cool. All right, now, the E-Pod right here, what we got, what it is basically the same thing as a K2 meter. The only thing different is it picks up static electricity. Okay, can you see the colors on there?
Yeah.
All right. When the colors are like really dim, that means something is close to this thing, a spirit of some sort. Okay. When they get really bright, then really there's nothing going on. We've been at a couple investigations to where there would be only the red light and the green light on, and not the blue. So if we felt the presence there, we would tell these people, tell the spirit, if you are here, make this light up blue. And if the spirit wants to do it, he'll make it light up blue. It's pretty crazy. With this, there's really, you can look at all the instructions and directions on what you want to do with it, but I've had it for a while, and I usually like to do it for me. I have my own way of determining if the spirit is there or not, so that's it. And one more thing we're going to use tonight, and this is the first time ever that, even on real investigations with PPS, but even on TV tonight, Sue, who's in my group, is going to, we're going to be using the ghost box. For all your viewers out there that would like to see the ghost box on TV tonight, Sue's going to be coming in and she's going to explain it to us.
Hello, I'm Sue. This is a ghost box. A ghost box looks like a little transistor radio, but actually it runs on radio frequency. And what you can do is you can make the frequency go so fast, and you can run it backwards so that when you hear static, and in between that static you are able to pick up voices. Not radio stations. It's going too fast to pick up a radio station. But I have used this before, and I've gotten a voice, and it's a very unique tool. It comes with a speaker, if you'd like to use a speaker, and it's good if you use that with a digital voice recorder, because this does not record. It just will spit out. You ask it questions and Listen very carefully and you can usually hear an answer to your question. So that's what that is. Thank you.
Okay, Chloe, got the K2, babe.
Okay.
Matt. Mel. Joy. Joyful. No, you ain't using that. No. Oh, you are moving up and over. Let me see. You know how to use that, don't you? Ghost boxes. All right, how about you go upstairs and take Mom with you? And because it's going to be you and Matt, Chloe, and so when we get ready to go, we'll go.
I'll show you how to use it and then I'll.
Okay.
You want to use
As
the
long as
speaker
you
with
have,
it,
as
or?
long as you have the voice recorder next to it, because in case you do get something you want it on tape.
All right. We can use that.
Use it?
The recorder,
Absolutely.
the little one that you got.
Big one or little one?
No, the little one.
Got it.
All right. Now, when we're in there, that's something new about tonight. We're going to be using EVPs. Okay, the digital voice
I should have brought
recorders.
mine.
So what I need you guys to
Always
do.
bring it.
What I need you guys to do, put your EVP on there, let me explain. Yeah, just put it down there on this thing. Okay, we never actually worked with one before, all right? Here's what's gonna happen, you're all gonna be sitting in a room. You have to have total silence. No one can be coughing, laughing, talking, you just cannot do it. And what's gonna happen, you start asking questions like you would to the K2 meter or the MEL, and what you need to do is say, what is your name? And what will happen is you have to at least wait 20 to 25 seconds to come back and give it another question. You can't go, what's your name? How old are you? Did you die here? Can you do this or did you do that? Can you show us a sign? No. It has to be 25-second intervals. So there's that possible chance because when we listen to it, all right, it'll be a lot easier to pick up a voice of some sort. No whispering. If you need to talk in your normal voice.
Okay.
Because if you whisper, say like you accidentally whisper, just say, that's me whispering. Just say, that's me.
So
I
you
mean,
can tell whose voice it is.
Exactly.
I'm
So,
always
you know,
getting yelled after that. Always.
She always whispers.
Number
Even when
one.
she doesn't have to, she whispers. So,
Well, the beauty of this recorder is that once you hit stop, you can actually play back what you just recorded. It'll play back that one segment. You can go back further in your recordings, but it'll play back that one track that you just recorded.
Oh.
So it's really
and we
nice.
will not do that. We'll do that over at the office or something like that. How does it feel like to be on, Paranormal Pittsburgh?
well, I am very happy to be here with you guys. It's just a different experience than actual ghost hunting. When you go out on an investigation, we're helping a client. This, we're just exploring, which is, I think it's great.
And I have to say that Joy is part of PPS too. So just like the cast here, Josh, Chloe, Matt, they're experienced now. So it's kind of glad that we got another experience one. So it should be better. They're not green anymore. There you go. But you can take a break.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We are Comeback Karaoke. Are you planning a wedding? Add a special kick to your reception with karaoke or contact us for your personalized DJ needs.
Go to the ends of the earth for you.
Whatever your event, we can provide today's biggest karaoke hits and yesterday's favorites in a combination that will always make you want to come back for more.
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
Good, Paul. Explain what happened.
Just before I took a photograph in this doll room. Is this a doll room?
No, this is a bedroom.
This is a bedroom. What I saw was a light, probably the size of my fist.
Fan and focus right in front of your hand, buddy.
Traveling from right to left for about maybe 2-3 feet and just dissipated. And it was brief. It was like a shooting star, but it was slower. And it just happened really, really fast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It just panned and stopped. So maybe it was 2-3 feet worth of light, and then it went away. I don't think it was interference from outside or a car, because I didn't hear a car go by.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking maybe it was a car headlight reflecting up, but I didn't see that. I don't see anything on my...
Well, how does it feel like to experience something like that?
Well, that was probably one of the first experiences that I think I have to question myself, did I really see that? And yeah, I did. So that was interesting.
Good. All right, Claude. Where are we at?
We are now in the doll room with a whole bunch of dolls.
Lots of dolls.
Lots of dolls.
Just no.
Is there anybody present with us right now?
If there is, can you come over and talk to us?
Alright, as you can see, the green light and the red light is dim. It is, I do feel like there is a presence in it, like in here.
Go ahead.
It's really warm. As you can see, the green is starting to... It gets dim and it comes back. It gets dim and it comes back. Can you make the blue dim also?
This seems like he wants that green.
It's like we're by the dolls and we're getting a different present. Maybe a different ghost. Maybe
Possible.
a ghost.
They have a lot of ghosts in there. I think it's the little girl. Are you the little girl? If you're the little girl here, why don't you take out all the way down?
The red and green's getting really dim again.
Thank you. Can you make it completely dimmed out? Thank you.
Yeah, she does not want to touch the blue.
It's crazy. You know why? I'm thinking it could be a girl. And the reason being it's a girl spirit is because blue is like a boy's color and stuff, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where red and green is a lot brighter. So maybe this little spirit that's hanging up in this room kind of likes the green and the red. That's why I do believe that the red and the green are like dim and down very much.
What do you feel? Like you look.
What am I feeling?
You look not nauseated, but you look.
I will tell you why. TV land. I'm in a room full of dolls, okay? And
You
dolls
getting irritated?
creep me out, okay? They really creep me out, okay? Stuffed baby dolls, real baby dolls, stuffed bears, pictures. This thing is like, wow. And yes, am I getting anxious? Very much. This place, this room creeps me out. It's just like, ooh, you know what I mean? Just like, I got chills. And it's not the chills from a ghost. It's the chills.
You know, and she's still here, and I guess she's just standing here just looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. Seriously. There's a lot of ghosts here. A lot of, not ghosts, baby.
Well, at least they're nice ghosts, you know? They're not...
Yeah, they are nice. All right, let's go downstairs.
Okay.
I had enough. Recording.
This is an audio recording device we have here, and we are going to use it to do an EVP session, which is basically we're going to try and talk to an entity and see if we can hear anything on the recording. Anytime we make a noise, we need to say who we are and say that we made the noise, so that way we know who made what, and wait about 25 seconds before talking after each question. I'm going to start off with the questions by asking its name. But first I have to hit record, and it is recording now. If there's anyone here with us, can you tell me your name?
You said that. There you go.
I'm gonna stop the recording for a second because we got a kitty.
No, it's a dog.
No, there's a kitty right there.
Oh,
Yeah, I just walked over, so I wasn't sure if we were.
that's
gonna...
Satan.
That's the ghost.
Yeah.
Because he came over to us.
Okay. I paused it by accident. I didn't even know you could pause it.
There's a ghost in here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ghost in here. You're trapped with that cat.
Oh yeah. Cats. Honestly, the first time I ever saw an orb, I'm gonna hand this over to Josh so he gets to use it next.
Okay.
But the first time I ever saw an orb was because a cat was looking at it, and I was trying to figure out what the cat was looking at. I looked over and I saw a little orb floating around. It freaked me out.
All right. Closing time here. What do you think, Chloe?
I think we haven't gotten all that much activity. We got a couple blips on the iPod, a couple on the K2 monitor, but I don't think anything really felt like talking to us tonight. Cameras are probably making them pretty shy. They seem like they understand from what the stories come from. They seem to understand the people that live here pretty well, so they probably don't understand why we're here.
Okay. Josh?
I agree with Chloe on some parts. I mean, I got like a little bit with the camera, but especially with the ePod. I mean, they seem to love green and red, and not blue. I mean, maybe it's me. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out here a little bit more.
We'll be right back.
We are Comeback Karaoke. We are happy to provide entertainment for your corporate events, graduations, birthdays, weddings, and more. Add a special kick with karaoke or contact us for your personalized DJ needs at 724-223-0575. Whatever your event, we can provide today's biggest karaoke hits and yesterday's favorites in a combination that will always make you want to come back for more.
When the kites fly in the breeze. Hi, I'm Frankie Alderson, and I'm the chief editor of Paranormal Pittsburgh. In this next segment here, Matt, Sue, and Joy are going to go downstairs to do a ghost box session. As Sue explained earlier, the ghost box is basically a modified portable AM/FM radio, and it scans the radio signals at a very high speed. So mostly what you get is just white noise. And what we're looking for is to kind of catch disembodied messages coming through in that white noise. And we believe that is the spirits communicating with us, because we've gotten a lot of good results on that. The problem, unfortunately, with ghost box sessions, just like any EVP, it's really up for interpretation. You may not hear the same thing as me. I may not hear the same thing as Sean or Chloe or Matt when he was there. So what we did is Sean and I went through the footage together, and anytime that we agreed that a sound was definitely a voice, and we came to a pretty solid agreement between myself, Sean, and two other people that we had listen in on what the voice is saying, we put our interpretation down at the bottom, and then I repeat the couple of seconds where you hear it, just so you can kind of listen in and see if you agree with us. For other voices, because there were several, we didn't have the time to go through enough to come to agreements. So, as long as we heard a sound, we agreed it was definitely a voice worth noting, but we couldn't quite agree on what it was saying. We have our little ghost guy from the logo down at the bottom of the screen just to bring your attention to it and leave it up to your own interpretation. So I hope that in this next segment you all watch very carefully and listen very carefully. Happy hunting.
So obviously this is your guys' house. We're going down into the basement. Can you talk to me a little bit about what you guys have experienced down there, as well as some of the history behind why you feel the basement has some sort of paranormal activity down there?
We have a ghost named George, and he owned the house before we did. We've been here 20 years, and George was taking a nap in the laundry room one evening, and he passed away taking his nap, which wasn't horrible, but I do think he's here. Eloise, our ghost Eloise, she goes down in the basement. We have seen shadow figures down there, and one of our colleagues was down there making fun of one of my cats, and Eloise got in her ear and really was yelling at her.
Oh my.
Yeah, because Eloise likes our cats, and Eloise is the one that died in the dining room. She fell out of bed. But we've been here 20 years, and Eloise did not like me when we first moved in. She would push me down the steps. I got a black eye. I got things thrown at me. But over the years, I think we've come to an understanding that we are here to stay. It's been 20 years, and we've just learned to live with each other. And pretty much that's the basement. Eloise does go down in the basement. I think she checks out the whole house.
She likes to stand behind the couch over you, like over your shoulder. She likes to watch you. That's what I get in my family.
Yeah, Joy's down there a lot, so Joy has a lot more. She can feel
More
her
experience
yeah,
down there.
she can feel her a lot more down there. Because I'd only go down to do laundry and come back up. So.
Well, I think you guys have me really interested. Let's go check it out. You guys want to lead? It's your house.
Sure.
After you guys.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is the basement.
We have a very strong reading right here. Are you George?
Harris blipped. Are you George? Okay.
Let's see.
We're gonna go here on the.
We're gonna see if we can talk to you, George. This is the ghost box, and I'm gonna see if I can find out who is actually down here with us, whether it's George or whether it's
And this is our first time
Eloise.
doing
No,
a ghost
that has to go
box
Yes.
investigation.
Okay, I need your
I've never done this
light.
before.
Neither have I.
So it was a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
And we'll put on the
Speaker so we can hear.
speaker. Why isn't it? Wait, I can't see Joy.
So Sue and Joy right now are getting the voice box set up so we can try to figure out who is exactly down here. We have some readings indicating that it could be George or Eloise. We're still undecided.
Go down. Too slow.
No.
You sure?
George, is this you? Or is this Eloise?
George, if you're down here, can you make a sound, bang on something? You can talk to us through this voice box.
Is this George?
I'm not. George, if you're down here, can you make this meter light up? I don't think it's him. It might be Eloise.
Might be Eloise. Eloise, is this you?
Are you sure? Because I can still hear the radio station.
That's right.
If there's anyone down here, can you make your presence known? With making a noise, tapping on something. making our meters light up. They all ran away.
No, I don't. Now listen closely. George, I don't know if this is you or... I think this is you because I can see
Yep.
the meter going up to orange. Good job. Can you tell us anything? Can you say anything to us through this box? Is there anything you'd like to say?
We'd love to talk to you.
Try and use all your energy to say something.
There's some temperature fluctuations in the mail,
Is it?
ranging from the 70s to the 80s.
Is that you, George? Yeah?
George, can you please make a noise for us, letting you know that you're down here?
He's not talking tonight.
Can you bang on the wall like this?
Eloise, I know you could bang on something. You always do.
Yeah, look at
Whoa, what was that?
I think the table might be off center. Yeah. Okay. Eloise, do you want to come and talk to us?
The dogs might be having something upstairs, maybe?
Hmm?
You think the dogs might be having something upstairs?
I don't know what they're doing. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
I want to see if you can get Grandpa down here. Grandpa down here.
Hey, Dad, you want to come down and talk to us? Joy and I are down here. You want to come down?
It's blinking.
Can you say anything to us, Dad? Dad, are you here? It's blinking.
Me and Grandma talk about you all the time. I hear very good things about you.
I'm glad you're here to take care of Mom. Watch over her.
Yeah. The mail's dropping.
Yeah,
You
this
going
is-
upstairs with Grandma?
I'll turn this off for now. 'Cause it's...
Thank you for visiting with us.
Thanks, Dad.
I've never seen it look like that.
Me neither. Thanks, Pop.
Thank you.
We'll be going up to Grandma's room in a little while, so maybe you could follow us up there and it'd be cool just to have you with us. I know you're always with us, but are you happy, Pop? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I've never seen it blink like that either. Never. Here, let's. Okay. Now it is. You in there, Joy?
Oh,
Yeah.
get
you
that
got
right
your
on
arms-
Joy.
You got your arm around your granddaughter.
Yeah, because I just got chills.
Did you get chills?
Yeah.
You didn't have to take it away, Pop.
It's alright.
She'd love a hug from Grandpa. She would love a hug from Grandpa.
Didn't get a lot when I was younger. You can hug me all you want.
It's chills gone.
My body temperature is getting warmer now.
I don't get a hug from Grandpa.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's pretty incredible.
I'll tell you, I have not had an experience like that in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Pam from Pittsburgh Paranormal Society, Gettysburg chapter, here with you with another Paranormal Minute. Today we bring you to Artillery Ridge. It's a small little camping spot in Gettysburg that a lot of visitors come and camp. Some of those campers, though, have said that they've seen a little boy in a gray uniform sadly wandering through the fields. Legend has it that it's that same little drummer boy who was lost from his brigade. Kind of a sad story. Happy hunting.
Hi, we are in the very upstairs room here. I just got the E-Pod on the bed. We're going to see what we can get in here. Josh has the K2. I have a little flashlight. My other one's not working tonight, so we're going to see what we can get.
Okay.
I'll set this on the bed.
This is my mother's room. She has had experiences up here. She has heard doors knocking. She's heard birds, 2 separate types of birds, and it comes from the other room. It doesn't come from her closet. It seems to come from the living room area. It'll just give a few tweets and that'll be it. Other times she's heard banging on the wall behind her bed, and she's heard things like drop or like fall in the other room, and she's gotten up and gone in the other room, and there's nothing out of place. But there is a lot of activity up here in this area. She, I think, gets the most activity of any of us.
On a daily basis.
On a daily
Yeah,
basis,
really.
practically, yes. She's always got something, a story to tell us.
Oh, we got a flash on the E-Pod, although I did just put my jacket on the bed, so
Why don't you put your hair down there and see what happens?
let's see how the hair works.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I want to keep my head away from it. Oh, now the blue's gone.
That's a good sign. If there's anybody in this room, can you please bring it up to the blue? Not bad.
It's starting to come back.
There you go.
You can do it. Just make it blue for us. Slowly but surely.
Nice.
All right. So explain, Chloe, what happened when we decided to take a little break here?
Well, the blue on the E-Pod, it disappeared again. A couple minutes ago, it was gone before, and we asked an entity to make it come back, and it did. So we're gonna see if we can get it to do it again. If there's anyone in here with us, would you like to make this blue again for us, so we can know you're here? I know you did it before. I know you can do it again. So can you please make it blue for us?
It's getting warmer here.
It's starting to turn blue again. It's starting to. Whatever it is, I think it's coming back.
Is this Sue's dad? If this is Sue's dad, can you make that really blue? I'm sorry I forgot your name, so I have to call you Sue's dad. Can you make it really blue for me? Is that sweet?
Yes, it is. Yeah, the K2 meter hasn't
Yeah, it hasn't gone off yet.
gone off yet.
Why do you think that, Josh?
Maybe because it's a smart ghost, and I guess it's been around K2 meters that it knows what it is.
Okay.
It's a very smart ghost.
It could either be that or it could be residual and just not know how to use it too.
That is true.
It's either one of the, either it's too smart or it's not smart enough. So,
Wow, look at that thing get bright blue.
yeah. Yeah, it's very bright now.
I believe this is an intelligent haunting up here. I have no doubt, because we have, look at that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Alright, take a break.
I'm going to set this down because this isn't going off.
Okay.
I think the ghost is feeling his presence over here. It's attracted to the eye.
Oh, I just had a fan of focus right there.
Look, the blue light just went dim.
Oh my gosh, check it out. It did.
I want to shut this off, actually, if you want me. I want to shut this off.
Okay.
Let's shut that off. The blue light just went. Can you please make the red go dim a little bit? It's going dim. Up and down, up and down. The green light's going a little bit.
Hold on.
The blue light's coming back.
Okay. If you need to go, Chloe, go.
You see, as you can see at home viewers, the iPod was over here.
ePod.
ePod, buddy.
I'm sorry, the ePod was over here. And it didn't do nothing, whatever. And then it came, and then I put it over here, and now it's starting to make noise.
Change color.
Change colors. Well, yeah, change colors.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Come to Indian Summer. Gifts of spirit, wholeness, wellness, fine jewelry, potions, a vast selection of incense, rare crystals, spiritual needs.
Come to Indian Summer, Pittsburgh's place for all your spiritual needs.
Come today!
Indian Summer, 4136 Library Road, Pittsburgh, PA, 15234, 412-207-8746.
Go ahead. Sorry. You're good.
So right now we're green, and we're about to start blinking. I have a feeling because we're being told that something is in this rocking chair.
Which was built in 1849.
Wow! Look at that, all made of wood. So there's no electronics surrounding us right now.
No, there is not.
Incredible. Are you Eloise?
Maybe there's Eloise.
I don't think it's Eloise. I think it's someone who came with the chair.
Really? Yes.
You think it's a female?
Yeah, because male.
Are you
Yeah.
a female?
Yes.
Yep. Was this your chair?
I think this will always be your chair, won't it?
Did somebody make this chair for you?
That if you take pictures of that chair, there's usually an orb.
Yeah, we
Is there usually an orb?
We get orbs up here.
Well, here, let's do this. Okay, this is the one time I'm going to make the exception. I'm going to go grab my phone, which might I show you is over here on the kitchen table, just to show that we haven't had phones on us all night.
Yeah.
So,
We got a great picture going on with Sean Kelly.
I'm going to take it here.
Where's my? Yeah.
And this phone actually has proved to be very successful in the past. So we're going to try it again here. On.
Don't be surprised.
More in. Can you give us a big smile? Say cheese.
We eat cheese.
Okay, so reviewing the pictures here. We're not really seeing anything orby. So, nope.
Hey, Dad. You know how we like sitting around the kitchen table? Yeah, we
Whoa,
do.
did you
don't
see
we?
that? It went to red.
What did we used to do? We used to sit around and drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, didn't we? That's what we did. You here with us, Dad? Still, I'm sure you still liked your coffee, huh?
Now went from a 0 to a 0.2. What was your guy's name?
Dave.
What was the last name?
Forward.
Mr. Forward. My name is Matt. It's nice to meet you. Part of the Paranormal Pittsburgh team here. This is my first time in the house. So, hi.
He's cool, Dad.
I
He's
try.
cool.
Ooh, with the orange.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a friend of mine, so he's an okay guy. I think you'd really like him.
We're in good company.
Yeah.
You want to say anything about your cousin John?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Dad. I met up with, do you remember Dan's son, John? From California? Yeah, it's not Dad. Uncle, your brother Dan's son, I met up with him over my phone.
If there, Eloise or whomever may be in this room, can you help this candle on the table to dim? Please.
Oh yeah, I never really thought a candle could be a good paranormal tool.
Kind of
Maybe.
waving. Eloise, can you please help the candle to dim? It's waving a little bit.
I'm not breathing on it. Eloise, is that you? Somebody was here really strong.
Yeah.
Can you please give us a sign that you're in the room, please? So I wonder who's outside.
I don't know, but one time I walked out my back door, and this used to be an apple orchard, and this house was built by the man who owned the land. He built it for his son, and I know that his son farmed. The house in the back, the garage in the back was a carriage house.
So there were
And
horses on the property.
So there were horses on the property, and I walked out the door one day, it was a couple months ago, and all you could smell were apples.
That's a good smell.
It was a really nice smell, but I'm thinking there are no apple trees around here anymore. And but it was real strong, the smell of apples. And I know that the man who the man who lived here first, his wife died fairly young. I don't know her name, but I know that she died fairly young, and they had several children. And then it's just been passed down through, generation to generation.
Well, the fact that you were smelling apples out there when there's no apples out there sounds very interesting.
Yes.
So I'd like to actually go check out the outside if you guys are okay with that.
We are.
Let's do it.
As long as I take a flashlight so you don't step on
So we don't see it.
That's fine.
Let's go. All right. Here we are. We're outside in the backyard of Sue's house, and as you were talking about earlier, horses used to be out here. This used to be part of the apple orchard.
Right.
And there's something buried in your backyard. I'm dying to know. What is it?
We buried a Ouija board in my backyard because we were told that that's the only way to contain whatever can come through the Ouija board. So we had a ceremony and we dug a hole, and nothing has grown, nothing grew for a year on that spot. No grass, no weeds, no nothing. When it snowed, there was no snow on that spot. It was an empty square. It's just started now to grow a couple little weeds, but
very few. Very few.
Very few. And when the leaves, it was in October, and the leaves would not go on that spot. It was bare.
And the wind is starting to pick up too, and as you can see,
so I will show you where the Ouija board is buried, and
Watch your step.
watch your step. What is? We buried it right here. Ground's kind of sunken in a little bit. The dog started to dig it up, but then I moved the brick a little bit, and but when it snowed, there was no snow here. And my entire yard was full of leaves in the fall. And not one leaf fell in this square. And as you can see, I have trees.
Yes.
But it was a very strange anomaly, and I did take pictures of it and send it to Sean, and I was amazed. I was really amazed, especially when Patrick took his foot and threw leaves all over it, and the next day the leaves were all gone. But they were still. It was a perfect square.
Wow.
So we buried it with pomp and circumstance. We had old-fashioned lanterns, antique lanterns. We had a thing of holy water, and we dug a nice deep hole, and there it is. And that's where it's going to stay, for sure.
Now, can I ask the reason? Was there a reason? I'm sure there was a reason, but can you explain the reason why you bought it in the beginning?
Yes.
Were you just kind of new to the ghost hunting?
Yes,
Okay.
and I played with it when I was a kid, and we were going to a haunted hotel. My husband and I were taking my daughter and a friend to a haunted hotel, and my husband's a prankster, and he started playing with the Ouija board and scared the heck out of my daughter and her friend.
So to spell out Legion.
Yeah, he
does that?
scared them. He scared them. So we put the Ouija board away. We never used it in my home. It was underneath the table. I never opened it in my home. So when Sean told us that this is the best way to get it out of the house, that's what I did.
So best advice to those who are interested in going ghost hunting, never ever buy a Ouija board.
Never ever use a Ouija board.
No.
No,
And you
never.
can feel the wind is coming, so it looks like, whoa, the wind is agreeing. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do you...
Mother Nature agrees.
Yes.
Don't play with Ouija boards.
Do not play with Ouija boards.
Unless you're ready to hear what they have to say.
So it looks like we've just hit a thunderstorm here. Our first time on Paranormal Pittsburgh. Take a look at the trees up there. It's kind of getting windy, so...
We're going to go up to the second floor, and we're going to investigate my guest room, which was where my mother-in-law lived before she died. She lived with us for 4 years, and that was her room. And sometimes you do get a sad feeling in that room because she was very, very sick, and she wanted to die at home, and it just wasn't possible. So we can go up and check it out and see what.
Let's do this. Was this a room she liked?
This is a room. Well, she did not like it, but she used to often hear someone knocking on the door.
Really?
Often, and there would not be anybody there.
Maybe it was George or Eloise or
somebody was knocking on that door all the time, and The same thing has happened to my mother. You know, she'll hear people knocking on the door.
Do you hear any of this?
I get poked. I
Oh.
get this.
She gets the physical.
Yeah, I get poked.
Oh man.
I get sometimes I'll feel like someone's rubbing my leg, but not in a bad way, like my dad or something.
Like a pat, kind of like, yeah, it's
like
okay,
a
it's good.
comforting, yeah.
Okay.
But the other night it was on the back like this, and I said, I'm going to bed, and then the mattress kept going like this. And I kept looking down thinking it was one of my dogs, and it was not one of my dogs, so I said, knock it off, I'm going to bed, I have to get up for in the morning.
Gotta go for work.
Yeah. So...
I would have probably slept on the couch.
No, I just tell them to just stop it. And they're really pretty cool about it. You know.
They just like to play some games.
They do. They
They get bored.
And Sean thought that there may be a vortex from this closet where people seem to come and go. Yeah, you can hardly get it open because there's so many clothes in it.
So this could be like a portal almost.
Like a portal, that's what he said. The first time he came to investigate, he said that he thought there may be a portal in this room.
Did he give an explanation why?
No, it was just
Just
a
what he
feeling
felt?
he had because he said he feels a lot of people come and go. He's seen teenage girls. He has seen on my steps. He sees a lot of people on my steps. Men, teenage girls, you know, women. I mean, it's like they think
Never ending.
No, it's like they come passing through and.
I just got a 1.6.
This was me an intern.
Are there any other rooms where you get a paranormal feeling?
Her room.
My room.
Really?
We go to her room.
Can we go to your room?
Yeah, sure.
Sean actually
It's a
did.
little messy.
Sean
Hey,
actually.
it can't be messier than mine.
Sean actually did a clearing
Oh really?
in her room. There was a spirit, a boy spirit who was very possessive of her.
You mind if I sit in it?
I don't care. Just be careful.
Be careful, because it's rickety.
Yeah, I'd probably lay back.
Sit on the bed.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
It's a nice room.
But he liked this person. Really liked the wallpaper. And when we talked about getting rid of the wallpaper,
Sorry.
It's okay.
which years ago, he got
Sitting
very
with-
angry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
But
okay.
he used to not let her sleep.
Just don't sit back.
I'm not sure what
I just
what
was standing
exactly.
next to him.
Joy, what exactly did he do to you?
I would lay with my head up here, and he would stand at the bottom of my bed, and he'd tickle my feet.
Really?
Seriously.
Just
and
a
then-
tickle?
Yeah, and I'd have to start sleeping with my feet underneath my covers because he would not leave me alone. He was just constantly here.
And he would get very angry when her boyfriend would come over. But he loved the wallpaper. When we started talking about redoing the room and taking the wallpaper down, he got very, very angry. So Sean did do a clearing in this room.
Wow.
Yeah, and she heard growling coming from her closet.
Only one time.
Only one time. And I've heard growling outside my door, but that was only one time too.
Did you, when you heard the growling in the closet, what did you do? Did you get up out of bed and check on it, or did it just kind of just go away?
Well, me and my friend Risha, we were laying here, and we were getting ready for bed, and we heard it, and I didn't say anything to her, and she goes, "Did you hear that?" And I go, "Yeah, but I was trying to ignore it." So I had my mom come in and check out the closet. But after that, that's, I think, when we called Sean and he came in and
Yeah, that
did
was
an
about the time
investigation.
when we started. Because I
That was the sign right there, the growl?
Yeah, and I was hearing my name called, and
yeah, they loved the ghosts in our house love to mock our voices.
Oh, they do.
So
They
they'll
do.
call my name or her name, and we'll say, "Did you call my name?" No.
Her dad came flying up from the basement the other day and said, "Where's Joy?" I said, "She's not even home." He said, "I just heard her say, 'Hey, Dad.'"
And I
said,
call for him
"No."
constantly like that all the time.
Yeah, I said, no, she's not even home. He was like, whoa. So they do that. They do mimic. I've heard my mother's voice when, she's on the third floor and I'm down on the first floor.
ahead.
Okay, tonight we were at Sue Carney's house with the investigation of Paranormal Pittsburgh. And tonight, it was a crazy night for all of us. We got some decent hits on our K2 meter and on the E-Pod. I've known Sue for a while now, and I have investigated her house a couple times. Her house is definitely haunted and it's definitely old. And that's the reason why I brought the crew and the cast of Paranormal Pittsburgh here to Sue's house, so we can film it for you guys. I want to thank you very much for watching the show tonight. And on the last note, I would like to tell you that whenever you go on an investigation, or when Paranormal Pittsburgh goes on an investigation, we always don't get nothing. But we know, I know, that spirits do exist, and they existed in Sue Carney's house. Thank you for watching.
Friday night, I got you in my sight, and baby, I'm looking good. You bought me a drink, and then you out to sea. Now I'm feeling go for a ride. I'm gonna black Mercedes, and you can't call me 80s. I'm gonna be your woman tonight. Well, I told him that, but he didn't realize I'm Satan in disguise. I'm the devil said, I'm again.
Are you serious?
Yes, I just took it.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Do you want to say something?
Wow. He just moved.
I know. You need to say something to us. You cannot touch me, but you can talk to us. You need to back away. No, you need to back away. Come over to the green light.
You just got, it's a face.
Well, it looks like Pam.
It looks like Pam.
But it ain't Pam.
Oh, and an evil Pam.